Hey guys, turns out I'm still alive, and the video is going to be something really stupid when I've got the face cam going. I still have trouble looking at it, so if I do this for 90% of the video, forgive me. This is going to be almost entirely unedited, if not fully. And it's going to be talking about a certain personality in the Dragon Ball YouTube space, known as Geekdom 101. Now, anyone who knows Geekdom also knows that the entire situation that's recently happened with him on Twitter, if you're in the US, you probably know what it is because he was trending for a very stupid reason. And that reason was simply because he said the words LMAO. Yeah, okay, it's that stupid. So let me give some more context to this. Geekdom was responding to a joke tweet saying that women in the community do also like Dragon Ball. Geekdom's laughing my ass off was in response to the fact that, yeah, that's very obvious, that's a funny thing to say, here's a laughing my ass off. And I don't want to say that this is the trans community's fault. And I know that sounds like a big leap if you're not in the know, but this is majorly the trans community behind why he was being dragged. And it's simply because they somehow managed to bundle this up into some huge misinterpretation into believing that him saying laughing my ass off is somehow misogynistic, sexist, and get this, transphobic. Now, I know what you're thinking. Anyone with a brain and a head on their shoulders would probably think, okay, he's responding to the fact that that's an obscure thing to say and that it's kind of like said ironically. Even the original poster, the original person who posted this tweet, has confirmed this was a joke tweet. This was something to not be taken seriously. Some people are saying it's like a coming out post, which, I mean, even with that context, it doesn't make a difference. But again, Geekdom responded, LMAO. Nothing else, okay? Nothing else, literally nothing else. And people in the community started dragging this man through the mud. They dragged him through the shit with mud on it, and then through more mud. I don't know how to describe it, but it's the most ridiculous thing. So I'm just adjusting this. The most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in like the sort of Dragon Ball community and like the YouTube space in general on Twitter. It's insane. He just said laughing my ass off, and somehow this was misinterpreted as him being misogynistic, sexist, and transphobic, which in any context, I don't know how it makes sense. And the funniest thing, it's there's a meme that goes around on Twitter where it's like someone can say like, "Oh, I like waffles," and then someone will misinterpret that and say, "Oh, so you hate pancakes?" It's the exact same situation. It really is. LMAO. So you're transphobic, sexist, misogynistic? How did you're worse than Hitler? No, that's not how it works. Some of you guys need to really get a grip. And there's someone that I know who was on the side, just trying to drag geekdom. And by the way, I'm gonna say this: these people knew what they were doing. This isn't something like that was actually misinterpreted. This is a deliberate attack on geekdom's character, which is very obvious. A lot of people dislike Danny. I say Danny, but geekdom. I think that's his name, Danny, right? I've heard it somewhere before. I don't know, but a lot of people dislike him. A lot of people want to drag him through the mud, unfortunately, and it's so stupid. It really is. People want to grab that man and just they want to get rid of him, okay? And I don't understand why, because he's been overall a very reliable person, a very good content creator, and someone who goes out of their way to go in depth on stuff that nobody else really does. So the hate for him to me seems incredibly forced, which I don't get it. I really don't. It's baffling to me how you can say one thing on this bird app and somehow it gets completely twisted by these malicious, toxic, and I'm gonna say it straight, malicious and toxic psychos. Because do you find and I know some people are gonna watch this who have seen the situation and have been on the side of to drag him through the mud. How do you function? I don't understand it. Do you get some kind of like intense joy from the misery of other people, from serious misery as well? This isn't something like, oh, it's just a joke. It's all in good faith. It's chill. It's cool. We're just kidding. We just want, ooh, we're a bunch of goofy guys, bunch of scragglers. No, you know, no, no. It's not how it works. You guys are just you don't understand. And most of the people who did this probably aren't old enough to realize what they're doing as well. Oh, and by the way, if this keeps lagging, I don't know what it is. It keep on my screen. It keeps freezing. It might be doing the same, but I don't know. But either way, this is an attack on someone's reputation, someone's character, and it's not okay. It's like some person was saying in like the quote retweets to one of his tweets, going, "Oh, can we finally get rid of this guy from the community? You can see he's transphobic just from the tweet below," and it's literally just LMAO, laughing my ass off. How? How does one get transphobic undertones from LMAO? From a tweet that was originally a joke and was admitted to be a joke. And the funniest thing about it is the original tweeter, the poster, the person who posted it, don't know why I had to clarify that 3 times, liked Geekdom's tweet. So it wasn't like oh, he's doing this, guys, attack him. It was the community's decision to just pounce on him. And they've done it in the past. Granted, they have done it in the past. They've attacked him for very, very questionable stuff. And I'll admit, Geekdom's not the best person. I didn't mean to say it like that. Geekdom's not a perfect person. He's a good person. He's a very good person. I've spoken to him. I had my doubts about him as well. And I'll be honest with you here. I'll be completely transparent. I used to think he was an egotistical asshat. And then I sat down and had a real conversation with him. Well, I say sat down, but I spoke to him over Twitter. And we had a real talk. And I came to the conclusion that this guy isn't an asshole. This guy's just sick to death of everyone fucking else. I don't blame him after what's just happened to him. Would you? Like, how would put yourself, if you're one of the people that did this to him, put yourself in that situation and just live in it for like 5 minutes. Pause this video. Think about it. Live that situation for 5 minutes. And I guarantee you will not want to exist anymore. I promise you. It must be one of the most embarrassing and just terrible things to feel, to be labeled so many horrendous things, you know, and it's just, I know transphobia, okay, and I'm gonna be honest and transparent. When I started discovering what what trans people are, what they exist, people would like to, gender dysphoria, or that they like to switch genders, they like to be this, they like to be that. Okay, more power to you. That's me saying that today. You go back 4 or 5 years. Oh boy, I was not a very good person when it came to that side of the LGBT community. I was accepting of like homosexuality, and I believe guys on guys is fine, girls on girls is fine, whatever. But then I used to think very poorly on the trans side of things. So I can recognize transphobia when I see transphobia because I used to be transphobic. And that's a whole story. I'll explain it now. One of my friends came out as trans, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this can happen to anyone. This isn't just something that is I don't know how to describe it. It's like I used to think it was like something done for attention, and I used to think it was this whole mental illness, and it was all really bad. And then it happened to my friend, who now goes by Rosa. She's a very lovely person, and I just sort of like something clicked in me, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm probably gonna stop doing that. That's not a cool thing to do. And I defend trans people ever since. So there's that. You can even go back on my Twitter. I have said some fucked up shit that I probably should delete, but you know what? History's history. I'm gonna fucking stay in it. I'm not gonna fucking hide. I've said some fucked up shit. I support trans people 100% now. Literally, like I said, I have a transphobic friend who was literally the turning point for me, that made me go, oh, okay, this is all okay. And so, like I'm saying, I just went on a whole off-course rant. I said this isn't going to be edited because I haven't uploaded in ages, and hey, how you doing? I've probably gained a bit of weight, and I wear glasses now. Hey, but yeah, I just, it's not a transphobic thing. to say laughing my ass off to a joke. You know, it's if someone did that, I don't know how I'd feel if someone did that to me. If some guy made a joke or some girl made a joke, you know, or someone who wants to be labeled as they did made a joke, you know, and I responded to it and I was labeled as either like transphobic, homophobic, you know, misogynistic and sexist, I'd be really confused. I would be, and that's probably what Geekdom was feeling the entire time, just utter confusion on how you can come to this insane conclusion of just saying he's transphobic. I don't get it. You know, I really don't understand it. And there were people saying that that it's the only thing they can think of as to why he would say that, why he would laugh. And you know what I think it is? There were people in the comments, and it was very shortly before Geekdom said laughing my ass off, where they were saying, "Oh, you don't count because you're a trans girl," which really fucking twisted thing to say, really sick shit. You know, as what happens on Twitter, behold, you know. And soon after that, Geekdom then posted the laughing my ass off, not in response to that guy's tweet, but to the response of the tweet in general, because again, the tweet is like, it's an ironic thing. It's like, yeah, obviously there's women in the Dragon Ball community that like Dragon Ball and they exist, they're real, they're validated, you know, all that. But it's like, I guess that's the only reason it could happen. That's the only thing, personally, that I can think of that would be, you know, why he would have, or why people would have, you know, misinterpreted what the LMAO meant. But even then, that's like a huge stretch, because I'm still to this minute convinced that this was like an intended thing, like an attack, which is fucked up. You know, I'm not monetized on this channel anyway, I can swear. So that's fucked up. It really is, and everyone involved knows it is, and they're sick people. You know, there's someone, I'm not gonna name him, but it's a guy that commissions me for art. Well, he has in the past. It happens very rarely now. I barely get commissions anymore. It's a sad time. But he was on the side of the community that was targeting geekdom, part of the trans community in the Dragon Ball space, targeting geekdom, overreacting, and then obviously this whole thing I think boils down to like he was dragged by so many people because of the hive mentality behind it all. It's like, okay, well, this one person that's part of our community said this, so obviously we're going to agree, we're going to back them up, we're going to do this, and then there's this other subset of the community that's of the trans community within the Dragon Ball space. So this is a very small subset. It's confusing to explain, but you know that side is saying, you know, I'm not even a Geekdom fan, and I can see that he's done absolutely nothing wrong. So what the hell are you guys talking about? And then there's this other side that's just like, no, yeah, I think he's just transphobic, my guy. I think, you know, the words LMAO, they just hold some kind of like transphobic undertones. I don't understand why. I can't explain why. I can only bring up like photos of this guy from when he like from like 3-4 years ago when he weighed way more. I can only insult his personality, his looks. I can only just, you know, I can try and roast him for this situation with one of his friends that was like so long ago, that was forgiven and literally was told by the person involved to like not say anything about it anymore. You know, I'm just gonna bring that up, you know, out of disrespect to the fellow people that said stop bringing it up, you know. But you understand what I mean. It's a bunch of people looking for either drama or looking to drag Geekdom down because a lot of people don't like him. I'll tell you this, okay? Something in life that I've learned, right? And it's incredibly important. It's a lesson everybody should take. Huge, huge, huge lesson. And it will save you from disappointment in the future. And I guarantee that with like every fiber of my being. Every fucker on this planet is problematic in one way or another. You just have to get over it. You know, and in this case, it's not even the fact that he's being problematic. It's the fact that everyone else around him has decided he's problematic, which is, it's twisted. It really is. It's fucked. And you know, I just don't get it. I really don't. It fucks me up to see people going through these situations. I've got way more facial hair now, so I can do this. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's been so long since I've recorded, and I just wanted to upload this like just raw, no editing, nothing. The only thing that's edited is like the NVIDIA broadcast background. That's it, because that wall over there is disgusting. It's like I'm okay. So you noticed if you've watched my videos before with my face cam, like I used to be set up like right there in that little wedge where my old pillows are. Well, I'm obviously gonna get rid of. I used to be set up there. So now I'm set up here next to my door. I'm redoing my whole room. Everything's gonna be repainted. Everything's gonna be redone. It's gonna be crazy. Um, I got off topic again. Anyway, okay. So Geekdom, if you're watching this, because I'll probably send this to you to be like, hey, what do you think? You know, I'm gonna be dead. I speak to Geekdom as well. He's a cool guy. I still don't know how to look into the camera. Oh god. But anyway, Geekdom, if you're watching this, okay, you really and I you probably okay, you know this, but I'm just gonna give you that like word of mouth. You did absolutely nothing wrong. These people want to drag you. They want to see you down. These guys want to see you in a pack, and that's what it is. It's these people that need attention. They're desperate for it. They're begging for it, and you're in their heads. And that's the best thing you can be. You can be in their heads rent free. Just ignore them. You know, if you block them, they're going to be sat literally like veins popping right here, right here. They're going to be sat there in their room going, you know what I mean? It's crazy. You know, I don't know. I'm going to end the video. This is the weirdest thing I've ever uploaded. This is going public on my main YouTube channel. This isn't even going on like a sub channel. This ain't going on someone else because I haven't done YouTube in so long. And to be honest, I don't care. You know, I tried to do YouTube. It's kind of failed. You know what I mean? I'm not really going anywhere with it. You know, and maybe this video will get views. Who knows? When I talk about drama, I tend to get views. All the stuff that happened with yeah, I can't even remember his name. One of the Vanos crew members. That shit got so many views in comparison to everything else on my channel. So this is going to be interesting. Um, it's a rant video, right? It's just a rant video with face cam. In the other ones, I'm genuinely just talking about topics and stuff that's happened within a community. This time I'm doing the same, but it's just no editing because I'm lazy as shit, and Sony Vegas don't work on my computer, and I can't get After Effects or Premiere or whatever the hell people are using from Adobe this time of year. Can't get all that working, so yeah, that's pretty cool. The best thing I'm gonna do for this video is I'm gonna do a thumbnail. So you guys have fun. To people who have watched this video thinking, oh my god, this YouTuber, this really obscure YouTuber I watched like a year or 2 years ago wasn't uploaded in like several 9 months. He's back. Sorry about that. I don't mean to disappoint fans, and you know you're getting like the genuine real me here. So and you were before, but like you're getting like unedited, unfiltered me. Um, so to everyone who's like come back to watch me on this one, that's pretty cool. Nice to see you. I'll be dead honest with you. I probably won't upload for a long time now. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Guys, get the fuck over it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Whenever the next one may be, it may be soon, or it may be in 8 months. You never know.